Good morning, friends. Thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new here, then my name is Leanne. Nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping by. And if you're coming back, then as always, thanks ever so much for doing so. I really appreciate it. Delta is saying good morning. There we go. Is that Delta? Nope, doesn't do it on demand. Okay. So, oh, there she is. So today is Friday. It's currently about 9:30 and I've just had water so far today. I've been working since 8 as usual. I was just deciding what I'm going to make for my breakfast while I make a coffee. And I thought, you know what, I haven't had this for a while. Let's go for a grilled cheese and tomato. So we've got 2 slices of bread from a small wholemeal loaf. So that's my healthy extra B choice for the day. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of naturally vegan spreadable for 3.5 sins for both teaspoons. I'm going to use 40 grams of cocoa vegan cheese, and that's one of my healthy extra A's. And of course some tomato, which is speed food. So my butter always looks a mess because I always use a teaspoon or a half teaspoon to measure it. But yeah, basically just kind of pack it down into there as much as you can. That's just how I do it. And then I'm just going to spread it on both, on one side of each piece of bread. And then the butter side is going to go side down in the pan, and it gets lovely. And this is frozen bread, by the way. So actually it makes it, I always buy it and then freeze it because I just don't use that much bread. And yeah, it actually makes it a lot easier to make butter go further if you're spreading it straight onto frozen bread. So that's quite a nice little hack there as well. So I pop 1 piece of bread down in the pan, butter side down, as I said. The pan is just dry. It's not on yet. Yes, now I need to just slice up my cheese and my tomato. You can grate the cheese. I've kind of stopped doing that for this just because it goes all over the pan and it does my head in. So I now just slice it really, really thinly. These blocks are 200 grams, so it's quite easy to estimate 40 grams. I mean, it's about the width of a finger, actually. So yeah, I always still measure it though, because it's really important to make sure that you're doing accurate measurements on Slimming World, just because it's very, very easy to start going over a little bit here and there, and it all adds up eventually. Obviously, after I've told you guys I'm getting really good at estimating the size of the cheese to cut off, I've completely ballsed it up, and this one is 50 grams, so I'm just going to cut a little bit off the end to make it 40. And I managed to estimate that part perfectly. This is the leftover bit, so I'll pop that back in the pack for another day. And now I'm just going to slice it into teeny tiny, really thin slices to help it melt. All right, so hopefully this shows you that 40 grams of cheese can really go quite a long way. Obviously it is a small piece of bread, but you know, by cutting it up really small, the cheese that is, and you know, making sure it's spread out, I mean, I think that looks like a really decent amount of cheese. And then I've just chopped up my tomato, so we'll just pop some slices of tomato on there as well. Yummy, yummy. I'll add some salt and pepper, and then we'll get it cooking. Okay, I've just popped the heat on, so that's good to go. Pop the other half of the bread on the top. I have realised that I have actually made a little mistake with this, because I should have saved a bit of the cheese to go on top of the tomato to help stick the other piece of bread on, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to taste really good. I've also just made myself a coffee. It's actually a decaf coffee this morning. I just feel like I've been having a little bit too much caffeine lately, so I'm just trying to ease back a bit. So I'm having a decaf coffee, and I've got 100 mils of Alpro Almond Barista in there, and that is 1 sin. So in total, my breakfast today is going to be 4.5 sins. Well, it's a pretty well done grilled cheese for me today, but that's absolutely fine. I prefer it that way. Yeah, so I am off to eat. Hey guys, it's 12:30 and I'm just making my lunch. I was a bit uninspired today, didn't really know what I fancied, and I forgot to tell you guys that tonight is our work Christmas party. Now, before you start getting worried about COVID, thinking I've lost my mind from my hermit lifestyle, our boss has actually organised a virtual Christmas party this year, which is really exciting. So there's going to be a locked in a room, like over Zoom. It looks really good. I've been selected as a team captain, so I can't wait. I love anything to do with puzzles and locked in a room, so cannot wait. And then later on after that, the band that he would normally have at our Christmas party, they're putting on a virtual concert, so he's got us all tickets for that, so then we can watch that. And they've actually sent out 2 bottles of Prosecco as well, so I received them just now, but I don't drink anymore, so I'm just going to put them to one side, and that's fine. Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking tonight, like, because that's going to take up most of my evening, I was sort of thinking I might, like, make some nibbly food for tea. I'm not really sure yet. So I was sort of thinking, like, some sausages and some chips and, like, some salad or some veggie sticks, something like that. Keep it simple. Stupid. Anyway, so for lunch, I was thinking, oh God, I don't really know what I want, because the problem is, I must say that I'm starting to get really affected by that Christmas feeling. And so all I can think about is junk food, but then I know it makes me feel rubbishy. So anyway, I'm having, this is the last portion of my puttanesca that I made the other day with added lentils and olives. It's 1.5 sins. So I'm having that. I'm cooking up a little bit of pasta right now, and I'm sauteing some vegetables. So I'm having a proper big cooked lunch, which I'm hoping is just gonna, like, see me through. And because I'll be full, then, you know, regardless of any sort of naughty treats I would like, I'm kind of hoping that I just won't fancy them. Now, 2 minutes ago, I was sort of stood in the kitchen dithering, and all I could think about was naughty food and Christmas food and treats and all kinds of things. And I was excited about the party as well. Anyway, the point is, I've just ate 2 Leibkuchen. These are the Tesco, where's my full bag of them? This is what they look like. The Tesco mixed Leibkuchen are accidentally vegan, and they're actually 2.5 sins each. I just ate 2, and I was really pleased with myself for only eating 2, because my God, are these things good. Like, seriously, they're so soft, they're like melt in the mouth. Yeah, so I've just had 2 of those. That's a further 5 sins, which puts me on 9.5. And then if you add on my 1.5 sins for my puttanesca, that's going to put me on 11. So that leaves 14 to play with for the rest of the day, which isn't loads when I think about the fact that I would like to have some treats. So I don't know. I don't know if it's better to allocate myself a little bit more so that I'm staying in control. I just don't want to get in this horrible habit of thinking, oh, I've failed or anything like that, because then that just, like, makes me go completely haywire, and I just don't want that. And I think I can, you know, avoid it, but it's just a case of having a bit of willpower at the moment, actually, and that's really all it comes down to, isn't it? So anyway, let me show you what I'm making. I've got my pasta boiling, so get off. Got my pasta boiling. It's probably stuck to the bottom now. Yeah, that's right, it splashed all over the bloody clean hob when I poured the boiling water on, which was a little annoying. So I've got a mixture of spinach pasta and whole wheat pasta. And then I'm just sauteing off some leeks, and then I've also got a bit of aubergine that's a bit soft, a courgette and half a red pepper. So I'm going to saute them as well, and then I'm going to heat this in the microwave and just, like, mix it all together, really. Is there much nicer in life than a load of vegetables? These are just sauteing in fry light, so they've been going for a few minutes. I just heated up the puttanesca sauce a little bit. Not really sure why, because I was going to throw it in here all along. Hey ho. And then I've drained my pasta, so we'll just throw that in there and mixy mix. Oh my God, yum. Okay, I've just decided that I'm going to put cheese on top as well. So I've grated 40 grams of cocoa, which is my second Healthy Extra A choice for today. And I've grated it on the small side of the grater don't worry, I'll be getting all these bits off. It does not go to waste. And yeah, if you do that, it just goes so much further. As you can see, it suddenly looks like, again, quite a lot of cheese. So, yep, this is done. I'm gonna go eat. Oh, honestly, this puttanesca is so nice. It's so tangy. This is the one that I made the other day, and it was from the Take 5 Second Helpings book. And it was literally a carton of garlic and herb passata, a tin of cherry tomatoes. You could use diced tomatoes or even whole ones and break them up, but the cherry tomatoes really are a bit special if you want to use them. And then so it was those 2 tomatoes. Then there was a load of capers in there. I did 8 olives per portion that I made. I made 3 portions, so that was 24 olives. That's 1.5 sins a portion. And that's it. Capers, olives, passata, tomato, and then I added a tin of lentils in as well for a bit of protein. And then obviously today I'm having it with tons of veggies and some pasta. The original recipe just said do broccoli and pasta, which I did for the first 2, and that was nice, but you know, it's nice to have a bit of variation as well. So there we go, 1.5 sins, and that puts me on 11 so far today. Hey guys, it's currently about 4:30. I'm just finishing off some work. Just going around turning the lights on first. Mum's going to be down in about half an hour or so for coffee, well, tea. And I just wanted to come on and just say, hi Delts. I just wanted to come on and say, like, I'm not doing very well at this restraint thing right now. So basically I've this afternoon I ended up just snaffling, it's the only word I can use for it, loads of Lebkuchen. I don't even want to know how many. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel pretty sick. And I'm not like ashamed, but I am annoyed at myself because there was no need for it. But the thing is, it's obviously one of those things that I can't have in the house. So this is the other box that I bought. Bag, not box. And then I also bought this little one that, in fairness, I actually forgot about. It was because I found that one and realised it was vegan before the other. Anyway, the point is, I'm not going to keep them in the house because I absolutely cannot be trusted around them. And I don't want to go any further down this road. So when Mum comes over, I'm going to ask her to take those 2 bags away with her. And I'm also going to have a look through the cupboard and see if there's any other like trigger foods. Some things I'm okay with, like things in little snack packs, I'm a lot better with. You guys know that. It's just with Christmas and with all the goodies coming out, I'm just struggling to sort of find the moderation button. I mean, honestly, I don't really have a moderation button. I have to be really regimented. And I'm clearly not succeeding. So I need to learn from this really. So that's fine. I'm going to give those 2 bags to Mum. The other kind of goodies that I've got in the house are all kind of things that I'm okay with having. So I've got those little chocolate creams of various flavours. But to be honest, I might get Mum to take them as well, because if I'm struggling this much, they are something that's not portioned. But then they're not something I really go to. So yeah, no, I'll leave them, they're fine. Because they're so sweet anyway, you don't want more than a couple. I haven't got any no-mo things left in my fridge. I'm just looking, is all like dark chocolate things and moo-free stuff. And the moo-free is too sweet to like want a lot of, and the dark chocolate is too rich, so that's fine. I haven't got any biscuits, only the ones in little portion packs, you know, the Jaffa cakes and the mini party rings. And those are both, neither of them are like binge biscuits for me. They're not something I would go back and have more and more and more of. Those Lebkuchen though, honestly, I feel so ill. But they are so nice. This is the trouble. Okay. This needs to be my thing where I stop now. I think I'm not going to be really hard on myself because I'm still doing better than I would be otherwise. But I don't want to start gaining. This is the worry. And I think it's okay to have like a little something extra here and there. But like most of a bag of Lebkuchen, and I mean, this is a big bag. Okay, obviously it's not all in there. They come up to about there, but even so, that is a lot. So, I don't even want to think about how many calories and sins it is. Cool, okay, right. I'm not going to say that I'll try and keep it sin-free for the rest of the day. What I am going to do is I'm going to keep it within my sins, excluding that for the rest of the day. Yeah? So, I was on 11. Now, the chances of me wanting anything sweet are slim to none. So, yeah. I don't even know what to say. Like, I just feel horrible. I don't know what is wrong with me. I just... I did enjoy them though, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is about it. It's not an emotional thing, it's just wanting it. That's, to me, like, eating large quantities is just like, that's what Christmas is about. Like large quantities of crap, basically. And like, I know that feeling yucky afterwards is absolutely part of that. But for some reason, even though I know it's coming to that conclusion, I still do it. It's so silly because, like, you know, if you drink too much, like you feel crap the next day, you have a hangover, well, I don't get them anymore because I don't drink anymore because I didn't like how I felt. So therefore, why do I do it with food? Like, it just makes no sense. Anyway, I'm going to feel a lot more relaxed once these are out of the house. And yeah, that's all there is to that, really. Sorry for another slip up. But I guess, you know, if any of you guys are kind of struggling with the festive season, maybe this is going to help you, seeing that I'm not going to have anything too bad for the rest of the day. I'll try and do like a sin-free tea. Oh no, it'll be a low sin because I want to use the rest of that salad dressing that I made the other day. Or do I? I could keep it till tomorrow, couldn't I? I should think it'll keep till tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll try and keep things sin-free for the rest of the day, except for maybe some milk and a coffee, because I'm going to have a coffee in a bit. Okay, right, calm. That's that period done with. I was feeling really guilty, and I was like, God, I don't want to tell them. I thought, no, I've got to be honest, and, you know, hold myself accountable. You guys hold me accountable. So even if I do slip up, like now, I can own it. I don't want to own it, because it's embarrassing. But I can own it. So, typical, my mum phoned when I was just finishing. All I was going to say was positive pants back on, and it's okay. The whole day is not a write-off just because I've had, I don't even want to use the word binge, but it was. Anyway, just so I've had a slip up doesn't mean that my whole day is a write-off. So, let's go from there. Hey guys, I may look normal from this angle, but not this one. Do you like my little headband with my little elf feet on? So right now it is 9 o'clock, or nearly 9 o'clock, and I'm technically in the middle of my work's Christmas party. Well, not technically, I am. We did our like escape room thing, but it was a bit of a weird one. So there was lots of like strange team like taking photo things, but on the laptop with the mobile, and it was all very strange, but it was quite good fun. And then they put us in like just carried on in like a Zoom meeting, and then now we're waiting. We've got this the band that we normally have at the Christmas party. I work for quite a small company, I think I've said this before, and the Christmas party is pretty legendary. So anyway, so right now what they've done is they've booked tickets. This band called Doreen, they're doing a virtual concert, so we've got tickets to that. So I've just been setting myself up, excuse any mess if you see it, but I've just set myself up so I can watch it on the big screen with the sound bar, and I've got the subwoofer down there, you see. So at the state of my house, honestly. Just rubbish everywhere. You can see where I've been menu planning and stuff. This is my big like poofy thing. But I put a Christmas little blanket on there to just look festive and protect it a little bit. That's my window. That's Z over there, my little giraffe zebra thing. I brought him back from Africa. Anyway, I'm just rambling because basically I'm just sort of loitering. Yeah, obviously I don't drink, so I imagine the people who drink are probably having a little bit more fun right now. But I'm gonna go make some food because I'm really hungry. And oh yeah, one of the stupid challenges was that we had to you had to make a snowman out of purely something edible. And so I just went and grabbed some marshmallows and little pretzel sticks and chocolate chips to make this little snowman on a skewer. Honestly, I was just covered in like sticky stuff, but I ate the 3 marshmallows that I used. So full disclosure, it was just because they were there and they were going to be wasted. And they were quite pleasant with the chocolate chips stuck in them. Yeah, so that's that really. I think I've got these, what have I got? I've got these potatoes I cooked the other day. So I could have those made into like wedges, do them in the air fryer. I don't really know what I'm gonna have with them though. So I'll come back to you in a moment. Okay guys, I'm actually gonna end today's video here. It is 25 to 10. The little concert is going on over there. We're all having a nice time at the party. I've just put in some I'm about to put in, sorry, some like nibbly food. So yeah, I'm just totally off plan, to be honest. But having said that, things could be a lot worse. Excluding the Lebkuchen incident earlier, but we'll gloss over that. So what I'm doing, I had 2 potatoes left over that I cooked as jackets the other day. So what I'm going to do now, I'm putting them back in the oven as wedges, so they're going to go nice and crispy. And I'm cooking up these no prawn firecracker dippers. I think they're like 18 sins for the whole box, so I know that's quite sinny, but do you know what? It's finger food, it's not fried, and it could be worse, and just whatever. It's Christmas party night, you know. I don't drink. Normally I'd have 100 or 200 sins of alcohol, like if I was still drinking, and that's before all the junk food I'd then eat and the French stick I'd have when I came home, smeared in vegan butter and crisps and Pringles. Oh yeah, Pringles after some drinks, like, you know, small mercies. But either way, I'm allowed a night off, and I just sound like I'm making excuses now, so I'm going to shut up. I'm off plan. Let's just leave it at that. I'm going to go carry on with the Christmas party, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night night. Before I go, that's my tray of food. So just nibbly. Okay, bye.